Edinburgh. We're in Scotland and we are so excited. We got here late last night and we walked around just a little bit and it was so beautiful already.
It literally looks like we're on a movie set.
Yeah, it's like feels unreal. So we're really excited to get out in the daytime and see everything. It's morning time, so we're gonna go grab some breakfast and walk around the city a bit. And I'm not really sure what we're doing today. I know tomorrow I think we're doing the castle. It's supposed to rain today a little bit.
It's supposed to rain every day we're here.
Yeah, which is okay. I think someone on Instagram DM'd us and they apologized for the weather, but I was like, no, I think it's fun because it adds to the charm of the place, I think. So we're gonna go check it out.
We just finished breakfast at this great little place. So we've actually, one thing we were a little worried about was that this would be a real vegan potatoes country, which would be hard for Jana because Jana's vegan. But actually it's been pretty easy. We actually have pretty much found a vegan place to eat almost every single time, or somewhere with vegan options, I should say. So we actually found a place this morning that had a full vegan menu.
It was awesome.
Jana got a bagel.
With vegan cream cheese.
I
can't even get that in the States sometimes at a restaurant, so that was exciting.
I got a full Scottish breakfast, which was pretty good. Not too bad. Don't like blood pudding. Haggis is a little interesting. But I'm glad I got it. All right, everyone, we stopped and got some ice cream. It's cold outside, but it's never too cold for ice cream.
I got vegan gelato. Chocolate. It's perfect.
We went on a long hike to see a place called Arthur's Seat. So we figured we deserved some ice cream. I got a pumpkin pie ice cream. It's been great.
Is it good?
Oh, it's so good. Where are we going?
Back to our hotel, I think. We are loving the city. It's definitely one of the coolest cities we've ever been to. It feels like very unique and I don't know, just like put you in a whole other world is what it feels like. So we're really excited to be here and happy that we're here for a little bit longer because we're here for I think 4 days. So this is one of the longer times we've stayed. So we're excited about that. We are now at Edinburgh Castle and we're gonna do a tour. We're gonna rent some audio guides that go around your neck and you get to like listen to them like cell phones. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's very rainy, but there's some indoor things that we can look at. So we're hoping this is gonna be a good move for the rainy day.
My shoes are already soaked. I'll show you. Look at my wet feet. We'll see how it goes.
Wow, that was so interesting. I'm so glad we rented the audio guide. We almost didn't, but it was about £2 and it was totally worth it. We saw some really cool stuff. We saw one of the like a room where it was like a big massacre that happened. They collected dinner where a family was like massacred, and that is what the Red Wedding of Game of Thrones is based on. If you've seen Game of Thrones, it's a really iconic scene. I won't give any spoilers in case you haven't seen it, but it's a really big deal, and it's based off a story here. I didn't know that. It was really interesting. And what else did we see?
Got to see the prisons and where like people were held during the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, that was
very
cool.
Interesting. It's cool because like the whole thing is just a castle, and there's some guy like playing medieval instruments too, which is super interesting.
We saw the bagpipes. That was cool.
Yeah,
that was really neat. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go do a whiskey tour.
Yeah, first we gotta get some food. We'll get some quick lunch.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So let's go get some food and get warm because I'm freezing.
My parents are easy to spot because they're both wearing blue. We have been really bad at filming this trip because it's been rainy, and so it's kind of hard. We don't want to bring out our phones in the rain, and we just haven't been thinking about it as much. But it is the next day. We are getting breakfast right now, and we are heading to a Harry Potter walking tour, which should be fun. It's raining a lot still, so we caved and bought an umbrella. It's going to rain in London when we're there, and we're going there next. So we're hoping we're going to get to use it again, and it's pretty small, so hopefully we can take it with us. But yeah, so we're really excited about the walking tour. I have read all the Harry Potter books, and I've seen all the movies. Austin hasn't read the books, but he's seen all the movies, and his little sister is a really big Harry Potter fan, so we're hoping to get some good insight on it. And yeah, we had to get takeaway breakfast because we're running out of time. So what do you think about your croissant, babe?
It's very good. Nothing super special, but good.
I got a scone, and it's actually pretty good too. It's not what I was expecting, but I like it. Going to our walking tour. It's raining a lot, but we have our coffee and we have our umbrella.
So we just finished our Harry Potter tour, and I'm not even a huge Harry Potter fan, and it was so fun.
It was
Like,
really
it was
good.
awesome. It was like the gal who did it was just, she was so informative just on culture. Like in Edinburgh, she's from the Highlands in Scotland, and so she was so fun.
She does a couple other tours also in the city, so she knew a lot about like the witchcraft and some stuff about the plague around here, and just like the history. So that was really neat too. So she had a lot of fun tidbits to add about other stuff.
We're actually like standing in a cemetery here right now, and they say there's about 150,000 people buried in here. And it's relatively small, which is so interesting because they say they're actually like stacked on top of each other and side by side, and like there's so many people in this little tiny space. But the reason we're actually here is J.K. Rowling has actually taken and allegedly taken some names from tombstones here in the cemetery for characters in Harry Potter.
The Thomas Riddle was one of them. She doesn't claim to use it, but it's here, so it's kind of obvious.
And then the name of the rat, Ron's rat, I don't remember his name, Peter something.
It's pretty cool here because they have the plague. They if you died from the plague, they would put a Scottish crossbones on your skull and crossbones on your tomb, and so that was pretty neat to see. So we saw a couple of those.
Yeah, there's like a whole pit essentially, more of a tomb now. A crypt. There we go. Of where everyone who died of the plague actually is buried here.
Not everyone, but a lot of
most of them.
Because you weren't supposed to like touch them, like be near it. So that was interesting. I think we need to go get some lunch because we had a very small breakfast and we are very hungry. Or at least I'm hungry. You hungry?
I'm starving.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
We're at the farmer's market over here. Our tour guide for our Harry Potter tour took us over here earlier, so we decided to come back and check it out. It's really cute. There's lots of little cute trinkets and stuff. I'm gonna look for a necklace maybe because I love necklaces. And then so he told us that on this street there are 11 pubs on. It's a very small street. You probably can't quite see how small it is, but it's very small. 11 pubs. So the nightlife here is awesome. And she also said that if a pub or a restaurant or something has a unique name or somebody's name, then it probably has a cool, interesting story about it. So she told us about one called Maggie Dixon's. Maggie Dixon, yeah. And she was hanged here for adultery and for concealing a pregnancy. She was hung right over here. We'll walk past it maybe. But she lived, and they didn't know until they already had taken her away. So by the time they took her away, she lived, but they weren't able to hang her again because you can't be tried for the same crime twice. So she survived and lived for 70 more years around this area. So, which is pretty kind of an interesting story. So we're curious about all the other pub names and what they mean. Right behind me is the Last Drop. Our tour guide also told us about this place. So this place is a pub. We're still right near where they used to hang people in the 1600s. And so they would come to pubs around here to have their last drink right before they were hung. So that's kind of a reference to that. And also supposedly the last drop before they died, before they were hung. Get it? Well, I didn't get a necklace, but I did get a vegan cupcake, so I'm happy.
Hi, we're late for our flight.
Of course, always are.
Always. We're doing great.
Yeah, we are. Just to get a little exercise.
We're running.
We just got to London. We got here earlier, so our stuff is kind of everywhere, so sorry for the mess. But we are staying in the smallest room we've ever stayed in for sure. Look how small this is. So this is our bed area. And then that's really all.
That's the wall.
That's the wall. Austin can touch it from his feet to his hands all the way across. I don't think I could. Yeah, here you try.
Teeny tiny hotel room. I can put my feet right here and touch the door.
Look at that.
It's tiny. And the bathroom is right here. Like the bed and the walls are glass. Look at this. Talk about no privacy. We lived in a van, but this is excessive.
Yeah. There's a shower. No door on the
shower. No door. No nothing. Pretty strange.
Very strange.
Weirdest little hotel room ever. Check.
Well, I didn't get a cupcake. I mean...
Yes, you did. You look pretty cute. Got anything?
You probably should.
Name of the rat, Ron's rat. I don't remember his name. Peter something. Peter Pickle. I don't remember.